Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be part 3 in this channel's Introduction to SQL series. And previously we took a look at the select statement and some of the different ways you can structure that in a SQL query. And today we're going to be looking at the where statement. So the three main parts of most SQL queries are select, from, and where. And select is telling you what data you want to grab, from is telling you what table to grab it from, and then where is telling you the conditions inside that data that you want to see. So it's kind of nice. You can use pretty much any parameter inside the table to filter data. So if you missed the previous videos, this is the table that we're working with. It's just a list of employee data at some random company I made up. Where we have an employee name, their position with the company, and a salary. And so inside the SQL table, what I have created here is just a statement that grabs everything, right? SQL's little star character is the character that grabs everything from a table, and then we say specifically to grab it from that employee table we just looked at. So what we're introducing today is SQL's where condition. So just to start, let's say where employee, right? So we're looking at the name, and we'll just say like Jim. So now we're specifically looking for employees whose names are Jim. And if I run this, it should be no surprise you get Jim, okay? But that's not really useful. You have to look for something so specific as a single employee's name. Something that would be more common is like you want to see all your salespeople. So you're going to say position like sales. And I should say like is for text values, basically what equals is for numerical values. And inside SQL, you can actually use the equal sign all the time. Like is a little bit better because it's a comparison. So it's seeing if that is inside of the data. So if you say equals to and it's not perfect, that's not going to give you anything. But if you're working with string values, okay, I lied. We make that sales. So where position is like sales, we get Jim and Dwight now because they're both salespeople. So right away, you see a little bit of the filtering out of data as a really useful tool. But now we can say we want to see everybody who makes above a certain amount. So with looking at salary, you now can't use like. This is for text values only. So if we say where salary is greater than $40,000, we're going to look at the high earners. We get Jim, Michael, and Dwight in that, but if we lower this down to $30,000, we get everyone except Pam. And so essentially what you're doing is adding just some parameter to filter out certain people based on whatever criteria you're given. And the other nice thing is you can combine multiple conditions in these. So you could say and salary is less than $50,000, right? So we would expect this to probably filter out, yeah, Michael's not in there anymore. So you can create multiple conditions, or you can say salary is greater than 30,000, and you can reference multiple different columns as well. So you could say, and the position is sales. So now we're saying people who make above a certain threshold and are in sales. And so if we take the number that'll separate these two and say, okay, it's got to be greater than 44,999 and the position is like sales, well, now we're down to just Jim. So this becomes really powerful when it's combined as well with just selecting certain data. So like you could say, well, I don't actually need to know the salary anymore because I'm filtering it out so much. So you can, not Jim. So you can say select just the employee names who meet certain criteria. So let's say just the employees who make more than that much money. And then you're going to get just Jim and Michael. And if you put that criteria back in, you'll get... Not sure what that's failing for. There we though. Maybe at my lowercase a. But anyways, that's a brief introduction to the where statement. You can filter out numerical values or string values, and it's a really useful way, especially when combined with select, to distill information down to some really specific keys, because most of the time, whoever you're writing SQL queries for isn't just going to want some massive block of unfiltered data. They're going to want to kind of know why and the structure behind that data. So that's an introduction to the where. If you found that useful or you have any sort of comments, go ahead, let me know about it in the comments below. Otherwise, if you found this useful for you, I really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. And as always, thanks for watching and good luck with your code. Thanks. Bye.